as soon as you got tackled?
To be honest, when the injury happened, I had a lot of things flash through my head. Obviously, a large amount of anger, because I knew it was a horrible tackle, but when I saw people around me crying, I knew that it was really bad. So yeah, in my head I was scared to death, to be honest. Alex?
How long does it take you to feel confident again on the pitch?
Still to this day, I don't feel particularly confident. Obviously being replaced now in the first team, with Bentner starting ahead of me, has really affected my confidence, as he's an awful, awful striker. I'm willing to say that. I don't care. Love it. Sally?
Did you have any support from your teammates, manager or family?
My family are always very supportive. Arsene has been kind of supportive in some ways. In some ways I feel like I've kind of been left out in the cold. You get a real isolation having to train on your own and things. Frimpong has been very supportive of me because he's Dench, and he's been a supportive person.
So Frimpong wasn't signed when that happened?
He signed the other day. Yeah. Good friend. In juniors. Gems?
Did you set yourself personal goals during COVID?
In my head I had ideas of what I wanted to achieve. The physio obviously did my goals of where I wanted to be in certain amounts of time, but you're so desperate to get back that you kind of ignore, well, you don't ignore the goals because then I lose my job, but you want to push past those goals. So yeah, there are goals. I think it's important to have goals because it's so easy to get depressed and just think, oh, I'll never get back to how it was. You know, you look at players like Fernando Torres who just aren't the same player that they once were because of the injuries they've had, or Hageland and people like that. Doesn't work. Kelly?
When recovering, who was the person who helped you out the most and why?
The physio worked with me virtually every day, so he became like my best mate, apart from Frimpong. And he was very close, very supportive, and things like that. But the whole medical staff were really good to me, you know, really encouraging, telling me that I could come back, and people had come back from these injuries before. Arsenal has a great kind of family togetherness where no one's really at each other's throats and stuff, and everyone was really supportive and helped. Amy?
How did you feel about your career when it first happened?
To be honest, I thought it was all over. Even now I think that there's a little bit in my head that thinks I might get shipped out to Russia, which might happen, I guess. So I did worry about it lots. I was just getting prolific with my goal scoring. I think I'd started about 10, 12 games, and I was starting to break in as one of the main strikers. And obviously, because we haven't won trophies since the Invincible team, it would have been good to get back in the team. So yeah, I was worried. I thought basically it was all over. Sophie.
Do you think that the way you responded to your injury aided or hindered your recovery?
I don't really want to answer your question.
Okay.
I think, I know that all the papers made out that Taylor was like the worst guy in the world, and I did have a lot of anger towards him. Like, he's not a particularly good player, and it was a stupid tackle, and it made me kind of angry at all players like him. Like, they shouldn't even be playing in the Premiership because they're rubbish. But then once I got past that, I was very determined. So, although I had great anger at the start, then it just became determination. Franny?
How long
Physically or psychologically?
Psychologically, I still haven't recovered. I have nightmares at night where the screaming won't stop. Fraser?
Did it help you that Taylor came and apologised mentally?
I appreciated the apology.
Wrong, you don't remember it.
I appreciated the apology afterwards. But, no, it didn't, because he couldn't bring back time to change it. Still the screams at night. Waking up in the middle of the night, not knowing where I was. That's
Just gives him break your leg.
Is that everyone's question?
Yeah.
Have I answered?
Jack.
Yeah, no,
Jack,
I asked a question.
what was yours?
How long did it take you to recover?
No, that was someone else's.
How did you communicate with your staff, considering you're Brazilian, and the coaching and the fitness and all that people around you at Arsenal are English?
I'm actually Croatian.
Oh, I sound all whatever. That doesn't matter. That's not the invalid question. He is Brazilian.
He's not. He's Croatian.
Yeah, but he's born in Brazil, so he's Brazilian.
He plays for Croatia.
Doesn't matter who he plays for. He's born in Brazil.
Was he actually born in Brazil?
Yeah.
Why is he playing for Croatia? I forgot why I was born. No, because I had Andre dos Santos there, who I was chatting to.
Yeah, it was the best.
Gilberto Silva was there, but Andre dos Santos came.
No, it wasn't.
It was
He
the
came in like
fullback.
2011.
Yeah, he came early. Okay, I talked to the Silva then, and everything was okay. Plus, my English had come on lots, so I could communicate
Well,
with people.
from
I
my
had a
research,
translator.
I heard that you couldn't speak English at all.
Yeah, but I had a translator. That's what Big Cash buys you. That's why you're there and I'm here. There's cash at you. Take it. All good? Okay, thanks.
So press conference over. Can we give our star Eduardo a big round of applause, please?